Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday, I think. I have some mitzvah notes I want to read. Who did a mitzvah, a mitzvah, a mitzvah? Who did a mitzvah today or yesterday? I'm not sure. Ezra helped pick up all the paper that fell on the floor. He helped his mommy. Good job, Ezra. Shira H. She turns off the TV when mommy tells her to, and she listens nicely and she plays nicely with her sister, Gabriella. Good job, Shira H. David helps his mommy clean up the playroom and the TV room because all the toys were all over. Very good, David. Good job. Naomi is such a big helper. She gives everyone cups of water in the morning when they wake up because they're thirsty. And she takes care of baby Judah. She plays with him and she helps to feed him. Very, very nice. So today we are going to continue talking about Pesach. When we teach about Pesach, there's so much to teach. We have to keep building and building and building, kind of like the Jewish people when they were building in Egypt. We keep building and building and building and building. Today I'm going to read you one of my favorite books. The title of the book, the name of the book is It's Seder Time. And the author of the book, the person who wrote the book, correct, is Latifa Berry Kropf. She has 3 names. Wow. It's called It's Seder Time. It's Seder Time. Remember, I told you, when does Pesach occur? When do we celebrate Pesach? In the spring. Not in the summer, not in the winter, not in the fall. When it's the season of spring, the flowers start to grow, the grass starts to grow, the trees start to grow leaves again, and it's a beautiful, beautiful season. I'm going to sing you a little song. Spring is here, flowers bloom and birds fly near. Spring is here, what a happy time of year. Spring is here. It's time to play in the sunshine, and it's time to get ready for Pesach. Hope you can see. We've collected the cookies and crackers that we are not allowed to eat on Pesach. We will take them to and give them to poor people who don't have food. So one of the things I have not talked about yet is that on Pesach, we only eat special kosher for Pesach food. Looking for my sign. Where are you? Anything that is not kosher for Pesach is called chametz. On Pesach, for that whole week, for the 8 days, we eat no chametz. Chametz is anything like bread or pasta or rolls or cookies. We only eat kosher for Pesach food. Let's make matzah. We roll out the dough and punch holes with a fork so it won't rise. Now, that's another thing that we haven't spoken about yet. I will speak about now briefly. When the Jewish people left Egypt, left Mitzrayim, they left in a hurry. They didn't have any time to pack because once King Paro said, "Okay, no more punishments, no more punishments. Moshe, take the Jewish people and go, get out." They had to leave very, very quickly. So they basically left Egypt with the clothes on their backs. They did not take much. Can you think about it for a minute? If somebody came to your house and they said, "That's it, you have to leave right now," what would you take? If you were in a big hurry, what would you take? What are the things that are most important to you? They were traveling on foot. They were walking and they could not take much with them. So as far as eating, they were in trouble. So they had flour, and all they could do for food was take the flour and the water and mix it together and pat it together like this and let it bake in the sun. And that's why we eat matzah, because the people of Egypt, the Jewish people, when they left Egypt, ate matzah because that's all they really could eat. They didn't have kitchens. They didn't have much with them. I'm going to open a box of matzah. Make the matzah flat, flat, flat. Do not make it fat, fat, fat. This is a piece of yummy matzah, okay? It's very flat. It's not like a roll or a bagel or challah, any kind of bread that we normally eat. And it's very crunchy and crispy. And it makes a lot of crumbs. So that's why during Pesach, when we celebrate the Jews leaving Egypt and no longer being slaves for King Paro, we eat matzah like they ate matzah. So these two girls are making matzah. Oh, there's crumbs all over the place. We chop apples and nuts to make charoset. Charoset is another thing that we eat on Pesach at the Seder. Charoset is supposed to be like cement, like what they used, the Jewish people, when they made buildings for King Paro. They used material that was like cement. So charoset, we make it with apples and walnuts. Can you see the apples and walnuts? And we chop them up and we add grape juice or wine. And it's very pasty, like the cement that the Jewish people used to make the buildings for King Paro. Sherry is covering the 3 pieces of matzah at the Seder table with a special cover, a matzah cover. The Seder plate, remember I told you about that? The Seder plate has a bone and a roasted egg, parsley or romaine lettuce, bitter herbs, maror, which is like horseradish usually, and charoset. Those are the things that you find on the Seder plate in the middle of your Seder table. To begin the Seder, we light candles and we sing a blessing over the grape juice or the wine. We dip parsley or romaine lettuce in salt water. Remember I told you we always have salt water on the table? Salt water is supposed to represent all the tears that the Jewish people cried when they were sad, when they were slaves in Egypt, because they cried and cried and cried. They were very, very sad. Michael is breaking the middle piece of matzah from the Seder table, because remember there's 3 pieces of matzah. There's one on top, one on bottom, and one on the middle. Then we hide the matzah, and it's called the afikomen. And we play a game at the Seder, and all the children look for that piece of matzah, or pieces of matzah that were hidden. Megan is singing the 4 questions. Remember I told you about the 4 questions. Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halaylot, mikol halaylot. Why is this night different from all other nights? Let's tell the story of Pesach. Paro's daughter, Princess Batya, found Moshe floating in a basket in the river, and she took him out of the river. That was Princess Batya. When Moshe grew up, Hashem sent him to free the Jewish people, and he told King Paro, "Let my people go." And what did King Paro say? No, 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 over and over and over again. Hashem punished the people of Egypt many, many times. Do you remember how many times? 10 times. Let me see, 10 fingers. Punished them many, many times. Finally, Paro told the people of Israel to leave. And when they got to the sea, Moshe raised his walking stick and the sea opened up so that all the Jewish people could walk through the sea and travel, because remember, they were traveling on foot. That was a great big miracle. When the Jewish people got to the other side, they celebrated and sang, "We are free! We are free!" And that is one of my favorite books about Pesach. It's Seder time. See you soon. Bye-bye.